Real estate team commission splits. What to pay, how to pay, when to pay. Might sound simple, it's really not. Again, I've fallen on my face in this area several times. I've had to change my commission splits several times over, and throughout the history of my team, I was able to keep almost all of my team members with me during this evolution. Now, you always want to start high, you always want to give people as much as you can, but what you realize is that you're actually losing money on the other end, and no one wants to work with somebody who is absolutely miserable and losing constantly, because guess what? You're gonna sink the ship and it's gonna hurt everybody. So a couple things you want to take into consideration, right? Number one, is the brokerage that you're at or the brokerages that you're looking to go to start or form or continue to grow your team, do they have any types of systems, tools, technology, and mentorship that allow you to save money on the other end? Let me explain. Some very expensive coaching programs out there. Now, I've used them and they were fantastic and they were great and I've learned a lot from them. And yes, I do recommend them when you're in certain times of your career or situations where you don't have somebody who can mentor you like face to face, okay? These mentorship programs can cost you $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year. It's a lot of money. Okay, so if you can go ahead and get rid of that by working with somebody who sells more than you do in your marketplace with systems that you wish you had, that in itself is a huge value, worth $30,000+ more, okay? That's number one. Number two, the technology. If you can get rid of all of the extra money you're spending, or even a fraction of the money you're spending, you're able to give that back to your advisors and also maybe profit a little bit more on the other end. Yes, profit, the P word, is not a bad word. You need to profit to be in business, okay? Other things that you need to look at is how to attract the right talent. Again, it's not all about the top end commission split. It's about what your team members are gonna make and walk away with. Let me explain something. Those checklists that we spoke about a couple videos ago, those checklists are vital because here's why. It breaks down exactly what your teammates are gonna do. It breaks down what is done for them so you can show them and you can say, hey, listen, yes, you're getting paid X amount, but you're realistically doing one small portion of the whole overall transaction and making double than the task that you're actually doing. So each different market has its unique challenges. There's certain laws and things in place where, again, I'm not sure I can talk about certain splits and commissions with you. So you basically need to understand that your team has to live, it has to survive. And by the team, I mean the entity. Okay, the entity. So you got to pay for the support people. You got to pay for the support positions behind the scenes, the technology behind the scenes, and you got to make sure that the team has a little bit of savings in case there's something that comes up that you want to invest in, or if you have a couple of rough months, it has to be able to contain and sustain itself, okay? In addition to that, you as the team leader are putting all of this together for your team members, including all of that mentorship and everything else you're doing, and also connecting them with your brokerage who is there to support you as well. So yes, you should be making a piece of that as well. You need to profit. In addition, you can't pay your people too low because they're gonna go. You gotta pay them just enough where they can go ahead and thrive, survive, and then grow their business. And here's one other hint. If they bring their own business in, pay them more for that. Pay them as much as you can for their own business. That makes sense. Incentivize them to bring their own business in, because people look at teams, I'm talking about team leaders now, look at teams as, oh, I have to buy Zillow leads, I have to buy this, I have to buy this. You have to provide your people with incentives, you have to provide them with business, you have to help them with all of that, but you also, again, want to show them how to fish so that they can make a great career for themselves too. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I made when I started my team originally was I was giving too much. So what happened was there was really no incentive for anybody to work. And I know it might sound kind of crazy, but I was paying people so much for servicing agent spots that I looked at, you know, what they brought in, and I looked at what they got, and I looked and I saw they weren't holding open houses. They weren't working leads at the open houses that they did eventually hold. They weren't creating any new business. What they were doing was they were going in and they were literally doing the servicing agent stuff and making steady paychecks, but it was a lot, and it was more than me at some point. So now as the team leader, you're going out, you're getting this business, you're providing all of this value, all these services, all this support, paying for all this, taking a lot of risk. And if you're in a position where you have people that are earning so much where they're comfortable and they're not creating or growing their own business, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're hurting them. And the reason being is because if they're content and comfortable, what happens if something happens to you? They don't know how to fish. They don't know how to survive. They're not going to find another team as generous as that. So that is a lose-lose situation all around. You can't survive. They can't survive on that. So make sure that, you get people that are hungry, help feed them, show them how to feed themselves. My goal was to be able to give you information that you may not be able to find everywhere. I'm not afraid to share this information. I'm not afraid of people copying and taking it. Let's collaborate. Let's work together as real estate agents, and let's build something that's wonderful and beautiful for not only us, but the consumers as well. When it's multi-beneficial, it wins, we win. We continue doing what we're doing, what we love to do. Thank you. Please subscribe. Hit the alerts, like and share, and comment below. Have a great day.